going to be doing my public speaking informative speech. It's the second speech of the semester. Today I'll be talking about GPS, but before I start, if we could go around the room and everyone introduce themselves. Just a name, sufficient.
I'm Gina.
Hi, I'm Guy.
Ricky.
Iris.
Alyssa.
Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. So, I know many of us use GPS on a daily basis. It's one of the more common forms. Well, I guess the most common form of navigation at this point. I haven't seen someone with a physical map in a while. But I don't think many people really know how it came to be or how it really works, just kind of like how they use it to get from place to place. So I'm going to start off by talking about where it came from, how it works, and why it's important today. So initially, it was developed for the U.S. Department of Defense during the Cold War. The initial purpose was to locate soldiers, ships, aircraft, improve navigation and missile guidance. The first satellites were put into space in the late 70s, and it was a full-fledged system come the late 90s. So around 2000 is when it was used for commercial use, civilians. That's when it was implemented. And, 25, 30 years later, it's been adopted by billions of people. So how it works, I'll go into a little bit. GPS stands for Global Positioning System. It's the US's positioning system, but it also happened to be the first technology of its kind. There are many GNSS systems is kind of like the umbrella for, and then GPS falls within it. It's the US's version, but like I mentioned, it was the first of its kind. So basically, there are a network of satellites in orbit around Earth that send out constant radio signals for the receivers, most commonly like in your phone. A GPS receiver is in your phone. So the satellite sends you the signal, and it establishes a position based off of its proximity to like the various satellites in orbit. So it's pretty cool. Smartphones, car navigation, airplanes, ships, like I mentioned, for the military use case are the most common technologies with these GPS receivers. So yeah, pretty cool. So like I mentioned, the navigation aspect of GPS is the most prominent, but it's not the only use for GPS. Emergency services like first responders responding to accidents and disasters use it as well to locate individuals or kind of whatever they're looking for. It's also useful in industries like farming and construction when they're doing like surveys of land and whatnot. It's very useful for them. Agriculture, ride-sharing apps like Uber Eats, Uber. Obviously, it's navigation, but their entire businesses are reliant on GPS and that technology. So, yeah, I think you guys understood or you already know most of that stuff, but I thought it was a cool topic to pick for my informative speech. Kind of how the technology itself works as opposed to how you use it. Obviously, you know that. Yeah, thanks.